Welcome back to Stephen A. Smith Show. This is my, my segment where I'm taking, calls for people about relationships. And since he was already here in studio with me, my nephew Josh right here, okay? He's supposed to get off the air, all right? But this crazy ass said, nah, I want to stay. I want to stay. Can I, before we even get to the calls, can I have my shades?
These aren't yours.
You stole them.
Yo, can you stop? We are rich. You're not gonna be missing a pair of shades and not buy another pair. Be rich, all right? We got a contract coming up. We gonna sign it.
We gonna sign it. We gonna sign it.
My last name's Smith too. So you gotta sign half my name, technically. You have to sign half my name.
Let's go to the calls. Let's go to the calls. These are relationship calls. Ladies and gentlemen, people calling me for relationships. I apologize for whatever this crazy ass nephew of mine is gonna say, but I'm letting him stay in on the segment. I will answer your calls seriously. I don't know what the hell he's gonna say, but we gonna listen. All right, Josh, this is Anitra. This is a female. This is Anitra in St. Louis, Missouri. You're live with Stephen A. Anitra, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Stephen A?
How you doing? I appreciate you calling. Go ahead. I'm here for you. I'm here for you this holiday season. What's up?
Okay, so I have a quick question. What are your thoughts on someone in a relationship or marriage having the opposite sex as a friend or best friend?
Anitra, do you mind? I got my little knuckleheaded nephew sitting next to me right now. He's in his 30s. He thinks he knows everything, but since he's here, do you mind him participating in this segment with me and answer? I'm going to answer your question, but I'm going to let him answer first. Is that all right with you? Is that all right?
Yeah, that's cool.
Josh, go ahead. How would you answer that question?
It depends on how the friend looks. If you know that your man likes women that are in shape, then if he has a big friend, then that's a friend. If it's a girl that's in shape, it's only a matter of time. If you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
Right. All right. My nephew put it in a very crass kind of way, Anitra. Let me break this down to you, okay?
Okay.
He's for the most part, my nephew's actually right from this standpoint. Speaking as a man, if you are friends with somebody you find attractive, if you in the friend zone, it's usually because of her. It ain't because of you. Because if you had your druthers, you gonna want to get with her because she fine. Now, if you're not attracted to her at all, you understand? Then that's a different matter altogether. If it's intermediate attraction, all right, that's cool too. But if you're not attracted to her at all, you don't have to worry about it. Like my boy Pooley. Pooley, you remember that movie Norbit? Remember the movie Norbit, Anitra? Remember Rasputia?
Yeah.
So me being friends with somebody like that,
That could be the friend.
she's safe. It ain't nothing to worry about.
That's the bestie.
But if you're fine, and here's a key point here. If you've never been with her, because if you've never been with her, then curiosity kills the cat. So you're gonna always be curious because you've never been with her. So there's going to be an insatiable appetite for you to get with her. You're gonna have that. Now flip it. If it's a girl and a dude is attractive, well, women are different. Y'all have your proclivities, y'all have your desires and all of that stuff. That's true. But in the same breath, how happy are you in your relationship? If you happy with your man, then even if you find somebody else attractive, you happy with who you have, so you good. But he on thin ice. Because the second he make you unhappy, you gonna notice the friend even more that you find attractive. And because of that,
So do you trust,
it could be
do
problematic.
you trust that, Stephen?
Say what?
Do you trust like your person having like a man as a best friend? Do you trust that?
Hell no.
Or
Trust no woman.
Okay.
I wouldn't trust no woman of mine having a dude as a best friend, particularly if he's attractive and he's now mind you, you knew who you knew before I came along. So I'm not gonna police your friendships. But what I'm going to say is that, again, if you're around the brother, if you're still communicating with the brother, that ain't an accident. You communicate with him and you staying in touch with him because in case of emergency, open glass. Now, that may not be literally correct, but a lot of men think like that. And because they think like that, they always have that sixth sense. And by having that sixth sense, there's a level of trust that they're lacking, which means suspicion elevates, which means any little thing you do could cause a problem, which means the relationship is going to be on thin ice. Am I right about that? Josh?
You right. Are you the friend with a friend?
Anitra? No, so I'm not the friend with the friend. No, I'm like the person that's dating him, and then he's like, oh, I got a best friend, and we've been friends for. So
okay, stop right there, Anitra. How do you think that friend of your man looks?
I don't know. I never.
You don't know.
You never seen her?
You never met her?
No, I don't think she ugly. No, I've never met her. No.
Oh. You never met her.
No.
You don't sound very convincing, Anitra.
Yes.
Right?
I know, that's why I said that.
You don't sound very convincing, Anitra. You sound like you got your suspicions, and if you haven't met her, and that's your man, he keeping you distant from her for a reason.
Exactly.
Think about that. Just raise your antennas. Okay. That don't mean he's guilty, but it means to elevate to raise your antennas.
Well, right? she sounds extra okay with it, like she got her own
She don't sound extra okay with it. Thank you, Anitra. Thanks, sir. She don't sound extra okay with it. You take care, Anitra. Thank you. Let's go to Troy in Toronto, Canada, a beautiful city, by the way. What's up, Troy? How are you?
Hey, I'm great, man. Just finished listening to First Take in podcast form, daily ritual. You know all we do.
Appreciate it. Thanks so much, man. You here? I'm sitting here with my knuckleheaded nephew who's sitting in the studio with me thinking he's God's gift to women and relationships and all of that other stuff. He's listening on the call with you right now as well. What's on your mind, Troy? Talk to me.
Okay, so after a long year, a lonely year, after some past transgressions, I was single, but I'm currently working on fixing things with my ex, and was wondering what are some ways to, now that she's moving back, spice things up and make sure I never lose her again.
Okay, so you're saying she's moving back, meaning she's moving back to live with you?
Yes, sir.
And when you talked about your transgressions, that means you cheated around, you screwed around with somebody else. Is that correct?
I didn't want to get too far into that.
You don't have to. You know, I mean, Troy, we don't know who she is. You're Troy from Canada. I'm sure there's other Troys in the whole damn country. I'm just saying, nobody knows your last name or anything like that. But I'm just saying, that's what you did, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
yes, sir.
You believe she's a good woman?
A great woman.
Are you very attracted to her?
Yes, sir.
Are you stimulated sexually by her?
Yes.
Are you stimulated outside the bedroom by her?
Yes.
My brother, you got a great one, because you talking about letting her move back in. So that means she moved out and she's willing to come back to live with you despite what you did. That's a very big thing. But here's my advice, and I'll lean on my little nephew here. Not leaning on him because I certainly don't need his advice, but I'm going to listen to what he got to say. But I will say this. Since you were wrong, you do understand she's forgiving you, but she'll never forget.
Oh,
you know that, right?
Trust me.
You know that, right? So that means every move you make that creates an eyebrow raise will be hard thinking the worst. You understand that, right?
Yeah, it's happened, and I know I gotta.
Can you deal with that? Can you deal with that?
I've been dealing with it, and I think I will happily deal with it.
Okay.
To fix things.
All right, Josh.
Hey, Troy.
Hey, Josh.
You like the word accountability?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm a fan of reverse accountability. You did what you did because she might have did something. So if you can't deflect.
Oh my God.
What happened? You're not just guilty. I'm not buying that. I can hear it in your voice. You're a decent guy.
Hold it. You just gonna assume. I can't believe ladies and gentlemen, I'm not responsible for all the thoughts and the things that come out of my nephew's mouth. Are you trying to sit up here and automatically, are you saying that because he cheated, it must have meant that she cheated and that's why he did it?
I'm a supporter of Troy. He's calling us. We ain't speak to her.
All right. Troy, did your girl cheat on you?
Josh, I got love for you, and I appreciate you trying to come and save me, but I'm the only shitty person in this situation.
Oh, my God. See? What you mean, oh, my God, what? What you just tell me. Yes, he is.
I already.
Stop. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't stigmatize like that. Here's the point, Josh. He just said it's not him, it's not her, it's him.
It's him, yeah.
He told you that. Yeah. He said he's the bad guy in all of this. Yeah. Okay? You're sitting up there and you're like, oh my God, like you're ashamed that he's owning up. But you used the word accountability and you said reverse accountability. No reverse accountability. You're my nephew. How are you acting like this? Or with the cameras rolling? This is embarrassing.
Because I felt like he said what he said because
but you
he
felt
know
like
the cameras is rolling.
But then when he said it was just him, not her, you were disgusted.
He did it again. He did it again because he told her, look, I got through to the Stephen A. show and you gonna listen to what I said. Of course he gonna say everything that she wanted to hear.
So you don't believe. So let me ask you a question. What you're saying right now is that you don't believe that his girl didn't cheat.
I'm not saying that because I don't know her. What I'm saying is it's plenty listeners and I'm thinking about the totality and the bigger picture. There's kids watching. They need to know that women can be wrong sometimes too. You just jumping on their side because they be on you in the shade room. You was on there today too.
First of all, I've called out enough women in my day for you to not even come to me with that weak ass argument. That's number one. When I believe what I believe, you know me better than most. You know I don't backstep. Number two, okay, but if they right, they right. Because guess what? Who did you love? Who's the person that you loved most in the world?
Grandma.
Say it louder.
Grandma.
Grandma.
Yeah.
Greatest woman you've ever known.
Yep.
How many times do I say that?
All the time.
How did she raise us? What would she say? What would grandma say to you if you sat up there and said what you just said?
She wouldn't understand either, though. Grandma was grandma, but she wouldn't know.
Troy, thanks a lot for the call, man. I can't deal with this right now. Parker in Burlingame, you're live with Stephen A. What's up, Parker?
Hey, Stephen A. First and foremost, I just want to say it's an honor to be speaking with the CEO of Love Enterprise. My question for you is...
CEO of Love Enterprise, is that what you just said? I never thought about it like that. I kind of like that logo.
He's talking to you?
He's talking about me. Oh. The CEO of Love Enterprises. I kind of like that. I mean, that kind of word. Forget the Love Doctor. That's Martin Lawrence. But the CEO of Love Enterprises. I mean, I might have to embrace that motto. I might have to do that. But anyway, listen, Parker, you here with my little nephew and myself. He's just sitting here chilling in my studio. So I figure I put him to good use because he don't do shit anyway, so I figure I might as well, I'm listening to the calls, I might as well have him join with me. Go ahead and tell us what's on your mind, Parker. Go ahead.
Yeah, so recently my girlfriend of about 2 years, really like her. I'd rate her about an 8.9 out of 10. I'm about a 7 on a good day. Anyways, we are getting into the fact that we need some foreplay in our lives to spice things up, to make things interesting.
Right.
She is very adamant that the next time that we make love, that I dress up as a firefighter. Now, my options are this, Stephen A. I can either, go about fulfilling her fantasy, no questions asked, but am I to think that when she's making love to me, she's actually wanting to be making love to a local firefighter in my town? Those are the thoughts that I'm having.
Okay.
I appreciate you guys taking the time to listen.
You can't hang up. Hold on. Don't hang up. Let me tell you why. Just want to make sure I got this correct. You qualify yourself as a 7 on a good day, right?
Yes, on a good
day,
yes.
Right? You said she's about an 8.9, right?
I would say so.
And you said that y'all want to spice up your sexual relationship, so as a result, y'all have agreed to engage in some level of foreplay, and for her, she would like you to dress up as a fireman.
Yes.
During foreplay. Well, role play, right? Well, first of all, if you're a fireman or firefighter, what's she want to be?
That's the thing, Stephen A. She just wants to be herself.
So she wants to be herself, but she wants you to be a firefighter.
Exactly.
Okay, second question. You in Cali. How nearby is the fire department from where you live?
Here's the thing, Stephen A. The fire station is just around the block from where she gets her morning coffee every day.
Hold it. The fire station is just around the block from where she gets her coffee every morning?
Yep, Burlingame firefighter.
Oh, shit. Yo, man, there's a firefighter she's feeling.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry. How old are you, bro? How old are you, Parker?
I'm 29.
How old is she?
She is 26.
You said that you're a 7 on a good day. What does she say you are?
Is the nephew doing the math over there? Is this
No.
equating?
The nephew's listening. He hears you loud and clear. I'm asking you, if you say you're a 7 on a good day, what does she say you are?
I've been too afraid to ever ask.
You never asked her. You don't have the confidence in yourself to ask her how she thinks you look?
I'm afraid of what the response would be, Stephen A.
And now
I'm scared over here. You guys are scaring me.
And now you brought up the firefighter. Josh?
Well, if you want to know what I think you got to cheat on her just to get your confidence. He got to. And you know it.
No, I don't know that. I don't know that.
You just said she with the firefighter around the corner.
Time out. But that's not going to necessarily boost his confidence.
It's going to make him do what he got to do.
No, it's going to make him more vulnerable to whatever she throws in his direction, because he's going to know he was wrong, which gives her justification for whatever it is that she ends up doing.
And again, the woman wins. I tell you what to do. Go get you a fire lady or a ticket lady. Get a 6 though. Don't get a 9, because that's why you're not confident, because she look better than you. Look better than your girl.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Well, let me stop this right there. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, this is my nephew. He does not work for the show. He is not connected to the show. He is paying his uncle a visit, and I decided to put his ignorant ass on camera, and you see why I call him ignorant, right? Because of the nonsensical stuff coming out of his mouth right there. I will say this, though. The last part of his argument, Parker, does provide a good point. Let me say this to you, Parker, in all seriousness, all joking aside.
Okay.
When you lack confidence in yourself, sometimes you take it out on a woman. Because it's not about her, it's about what you know you're not. See, the important part, and I'm not really talking about myself on this level, but let me give you some insight. When I had COVID and I was sick as hell, and I didn't have any kind of definition whatsoever, and I'm walking around with a pot belly and I can't breathe, and I'm overcoming double pneumonia, and I'm doing all of this other stuff, right? Even before then, my confidence wasn't high, because I knew that I wasn't what I was supposed to be, and I couldn't shred the pounds around my midsection. My nephew looking at me, my little niece Toro. Oh God, Uncle Steve, you got to, oh my Lord, where'd that belly come from? Stuff like that, right? And I never thought about it, because all you heard was that you're climbing up there in age. This is what happens, and you just got to deal with it, because that's all of us. When I got my health in order, and I started being in the gym every day, and I didn't mind taking off my shirt. I didn't mind walking around with a tank top or a tight shirt or whatever the case may be, and I was in shape. My confidence elevated. And at that particular moment, I don't worry about anything, because my attitude is, whoever don't want me, that's their loss. I'm good, because I'm good with me. Has nothing to do with anybody else. But when you're not good with you, you find reasons to be suspicious, Parker, about everybody around you. Because you know you don't have it. You know you don't have it. It's almost like that dude, let me get real with you. It's almost like that dude who can't get the job done in the bedroom. You suspicious about her, when in fact it's because you know you ain't that dude. Because when you with her, you don't feel like you handling your business. And as a result, because you don't feel that way, you're willing to point to her and bring up every excuse under the sun as to why things ain't right, when deep in the crevices of your soul, you know it's you. So that's why my nephew's advice is completely out of whack, off kilter, and ignorant. Because he's not taking into account the fact that you haven't looked at you with an honest eye. You're using her to gloss over your own insecurities about you. Because if you were more secure about you, Parker, you know what you would do? You dare her to step out. Because you'd be like this. Make sure it's worth it. Because I'll be out, and I'll have your ass replaced in a heartbeat. See what I'm saying?
I definitely see what you're saying. I appreciate this advice. I'm going to take a long look in the mirror, might pop a blue chew, and I'm going to get to work.
That's right. Get to work. Be all you can be. Listen, all you can be is your best self. You can't be the firefighter. You can't be some actor. You can't be some model. You can't be. All you can be is your best self. But when you know that you have achieved or have come close to achieving your best self, it elevates your confidence and you worry about all of that other stuff significantly less because you believe you're a prize too, instead of focusing on the fact that she's the one closer to a 9 than you. You feel me?
I feel you.
Got you. Take it easy, my brother. Good luck with that,
Thank you
especially
so
over
much.
the holidays.
Thank you
Good
so
luck
much,
with
guys.
that. Good luck with that. And do it fight.
Nephew, I'll talk to you
Trying to firefight the outfit to see how she react. You still benefit for the immediate moment. You still benefit. Try it. Try it. Mickey in Middletown. You're live with Stephen A. Talk to me, Nikki. You're the last call. What's going on, Mickey?
Devo, I got a bit of an ethical dilemma for you.
Okay, I'm sitting here with my nephew, my knuckleheaded nephew. You know, he's right here with me, but he think he the love doctor or whatever the case may be. He's not. You understand what I'm saying? What did they call me? The CEO of the love? What was that? What was that? Huh? Huh? The CEO of Love Enterprise. The CEO of Love Enterprise. I like that. We gonna go with that for today. CEO of Love Enterprise. Let's go with it. What's going on, Mickey? Talk to me. What's up? You and me and my nephew.
All right. So here's the story, basically. I decided to get back out there, right? I get on Tinder, the dating site.
Time out, stop right there. You said you decided to get back out there. First of all, how long have you been gone? And secondly, how old are you? Especially since you're on Tinder now.
I've been out for about 4 months.
4 months. How old are you?
I just went through.
How old are you,
I went
Mickey?
through a rough breakup. I'm 22.
Okay, rough breakup, age 22. Go ahead. You wet behind the ears, breath smelling like Similac. It's okay. You'll be all right, but go ahead.
Exactly. So I get myself back out there. I go on a date with a nice young lady, and we had a real nice time. Ended the night with a little kiss, and then I'm supposed to be going out with her tonight, but I had another match offer me free Knicks tickets.
Oh, Lord.
So I do some digging, right? And I agreed, forgetting about my previous plans. So now I have 2 dates tonight. And on top of that, they are sorority sisters and friends.
Okay. You want my advice? First of all, let me listen.
What the hell do I do, Steven?
I know what you're going to do, but I'm going to listen to my nephew with his crazy ass give you some advice first. Go ahead, Josh. Go ahead.
I have on a Knicks jacket, so that should tell you right there what you should do and where you should be tonight. That's number one. Number two, I have a friend that's on Tinder, and how he pretty much takes over.
Hell?
What happened? He said he's on Tinder. I'm trying to teach him something. Because you're going to need a new Tinder person after tonight. You're choosing the other girl, right? So when you go back on Tinder and you back on the market, read their profiles first to find out what they're looking for, and then you change your profile to that.
Oh, my God.
Mickey?
I've never been.
That's interesting.
I've never been. Don't listen to that shit. Please
You on
don't.
Tinder?
That's demon mode. Demon mode.
Listen,
Steve.
I've heard of it. I've never been on it. I don't do
relatable.
stuff like
That's
that.
why you got me
I
on
never.
it.
I don't need to. Here's the deal. Okay. First of all, if you're gonna mess with 2 women that are friends and sorority sisters, understand that you're trash. You don't come back from that. You see what I'm saying? You'll end up missing out on both. That's number one. You don't do that. You have some class. Number 2, are you broke? Are you broke? I mean, could you afford to go to a Knicks game?
Yes, I can.
Well, then you don't need to be worried about being invited to a Knicks game, because you can afford to do that on your own. You ain't some pauper that'll never see the Knicks. You don't worry about that, okay? What my nephew should have told you is, who do you like more? The person that you like more is who you should go out with. If you went out on a first date and you were interested in having a second date and you had a kiss from the girl off the first date, right? Then you already got an in. Because not only did she kiss you, but she wants you to come back for another one. Why would you mess that up just to hook up with somebody else, and the only thing they got going for them is that they offered you Knicks tickets?
Only.
Well, your nephew kind of laid out the sales pitch.
Well, the sales pitch, sure, but the point is, that's if you just looking to play. You sitting up there talking about you got your heart broken, you were hurt, you were down and out for 4 months. This is a different animal, Josh. This ain't some dude that's just single and trying to have a good time. This is a dude that was in a relationship, things fell apart, broke his heart, He was down and out for 4 months. He's gotten back up. And so what you're going to do is your heart gets broken. Ultimately, it gets repaired. You're willing to go back out there. Why? For the purposes of breaking somebody else's heart? How does that work for you? That's counterproductive. That's counterproductive. You pick one or the other.
So don't go to the Knicks game?
I'm saying you pick one or the other. You don't play with both. And the reason why I say pass on the Knicks game is because he went out with the other girl. Now, if you hadn't gone out with either of them, I'd say pick the Knicks game too. But the fact is, you went out with the other girl first. Yeah. You went out with her, you enjoyed yourself, kissed her goodnight. She wants a second date. You wanted a second date with her, which means you're interested. Why jeopardize that for Knicks tickets?
It's because it might end different after the Knicks game.
Yeah, but the point is, he don't know anything about the girl with the Knicks tickets. All he knows is that she got him free tickets. He knows enough about the first date that he went out with to know that he wants a second date.
Go to the Knicks game, if you ask me.
But you only saying that because it's the Knicks.
I'm not. I'm just saying that it can end different. Maybe it's more than a kiss. Kiss you at the beginning of the day.
That's the first date. The first date he went out with, that was their first date. He got a kiss goodnight.
And it ended with a kiss.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Ain't nothing wrong with it. It sound a little incomplete.
Oh, my God.
Hey, listen up, Steve.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
The heartless side of me wants to do demon mode, like Josh is saying, right? But I feel like I really needed that fatherly advice.
People get hurt all the time. Life mandates that. The question is somebody going to do that to you intentionally? You're talking to a brother right now, been all over national television and lived my life, and I've been very, very blessed and fortunate to be as successful as I am. My high school sweetheart broke up with me, got back together with me, stuck with me for 3 months until I took her to her prom and then dumped me the next morning. And I found out that the only reason that she got back with me was because I was the fool willing to take her to the prom, to pay for her to go to the prom. Let me tell you something. Everybody plays the fool sometimes. That doesn't mean that you intentionally go about the business of trying to hurt other people. Now, people get hurt because you might want something that they don't want or vice versa. But I'm talking intent. You sitting up there talking about you in devilish mode and you ready to wreak havoc and hurt people that are innocent because you've been hurt by somebody that had nothing to do with any of these people. I'm saying that's bad karma, bro. You don't want to do that. Could you at least agree with that, Josh?
Are you saying go to the Knicks game and saying what you just said?
I'm saying don't go to the Knicks game.
Nah, we're not going to agree on that one then. Go to that Knicks game. Go to that Knicks game and finish up strong.
Man, I really needed to hear both sides of that. So
Mickey,
I do appreciate it.
Good luck. I'm sorry for exposing you to my nephew. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this edition. Take it easy, Mickey. Take it easy, Mickey. Just go, Mickey. Just go and be careful and try not to break anybody's heart intentionally, all right? That's all I can tell you. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this edition of the Stephen A. Smith Show. I'm very sorry that I had to subject you all to some of the stuff that came out of his mouth. We harbor no responsibility in this whatsoever. He is my nephew. He's my loved one. I love him dearly, but he's a bit loose. He's a bit out there, to say the least.
We fixing relationships today. Huh?
You did it.
Yes, we did.
Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, Stephen A. signing off. Peace and love.